Thanks, Vin. I want to thank you for coming out tonight. We want to talk about how important it is to get this county revved up for November 4th. You wouldn't be here tonight if you didn't think that it was important, and what's going on in the country and the world is important to your futures and the future of our children and our grandchildren. You look at the men who are running for president of the United States this year, and you've got a candidate from the Democratic Party, probably the most inexperienced, unqualified candidate that we've seen from a major party in the last 150 years. And the man writes books about the topic of hope, but all he talks about is the very opposite of hope. I mean, he talks about envy, and he wants to penalize people who succeed. He talks about taking choice away from you and away from Americans when it comes to things like health care. And the alternative is choice and freedom. When it comes to international affairs, he'll say he'll sit down with anybody in the world without precondition, meet with terrorists and those who sponsor them. We can't afford Barack Obama in the White House, and that's why we have to get out this November and fight hard for John McCain. Can you imagine a country run by Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, and Harry Reid? Can you imagine what the Supreme Court will look like if those three get their way? And we have an alternative. We have a man who knows about hope, who spent 5.5 years, all he had was hope. Hope in himself, hope in his buddies, hope in this country. That's Senator John McCain. He's a good and decent, honorable man, and he's got a vision for this country that will take us into the 21st century. And it's the very opposite of what Barack Obama is giving us. Now, Senator McCain might be down, but he's not out. He's been down before. We all watched that earlier this year. This is one man who won't quit, one woman who won't quit, and that's why we have to work hard for both of them all the way through Election Day. Now, we got a Senate race in this state and a congressional race in our district. Two excellent candidates. Dick Zimmer, not down but not out. Rodney Frelinghuysen, who's been serving us well for over a decade. Let's go out and fight for them. When you talk about good Republican government and good principles, the kind of principles that John McCain are fighting for, that's what we have here in Morris County. That's what makes us special. And we have candidates on the ballot this year who represent the best of our Republican Party. It's Joni Bramhall running for clerk. And Margaret Nordstrom running for Freehold. Now they, together with our great sheriff, who I'm sure I'll get introduced later, and the rest of our Freeholder board, have made Morris County what it is. It's the place that I chose to raise my kids, the place that you've chosen to grow up or raise your kids, your grandkids. It's a place we call home, and we don't want it going Democrat. So one more level we got to fight for, and that's our municipalities. We know we took some hits last year in some municipalities, some in my district, and we're not going to take any more. We're not going to let that slow creep of blue come out from Essex County, up from Union County, and turn Morris County into something that we know it's not. This is a red county. And we're working hard down in Trenton to make it a red state. All right. And with your help, we're going to do it from the bottom of the ticket to the top. So please, from now to Election Day, it's a sprint. Like I said, grab a sign, grab some literature, call a friend, grab a friend, bring him to the polls. Let's win on November 4th. Thank you.